All right, guys, level one. So a few of you mentioned you're at level one, you're pushing, you hope to get to level two soon. Well, I want to give you some practical ways of doing it. One of the big things that I just encourage you to think through is leads are only the problem depending on your willingness to go out and get leads or your willingness to develop a skill to get leads or invest in leads. And I'm not trying to say that as a jerk, but like there's a million doors to be knocked if that's what you want to do. There's so many different avenues. There's so many YouTube videos to run Facebook ads. Like I think I have some trainings in the training vault on me setting up a Facebook ad. That's not the problem. The problem is one, good leads, and really it's time, and not necessarily how much time you have available, but how much time and energy you're able and willing to spend and jumping between roles and stuff like that. It's tough. Example, I was planning on giving you these Loom videos a few days ago, and it's Friday, and I'm getting them now. So I don't think I'm level one necessarily, but definitely time's hard. It's hard to get things organized. So one of the big things you want to do, instead of looking at how can I get more leads, look at how can I create more leverage. Thinking of leverage in the regards of, okay, I am already getting some repairs. I'm already doing some jobs. I already am getting called for appointments every once in a while. Well, a great idea is developing an organized way to ensure that you always have the same inputs, the same actions around every appointment, around every repair, around every build that will get you in front of neighbors. And I don't want you just to go try to sell every neighbor. I really encourage you just to try to have good conversations with them and let them know why you're there and in a way that is relevant to them. So what I mean would be, if you do get in a conversation with a neighbor after an inspection, say, hey, just wanted to introduce myself. I might be in the area over the next few weeks. Just talk to Susie, and it looks like we're going to file an insurance claim, or it looks like there's a good chance she's going to need a roof replacement. Notice a few of these roofs are about the same age, or I noticed a few of these roofs probably got some of the same damage that Susie did from the storm. And so I just wanted to make sure everyone can put a name to the face. Anyways, my car will be out here. If I ever am parked wrong, or if you ever need anything at all, just let me know. Here's a card, or if you want, I can just give you my number. So you're not asking for the inspection. You're just saying, hey, just want to let you know I'm here and let you know that I'm willing to help if you want. So very soft, but it allows them to make the decision to ask you for the next step rather than you asking for them to inspect their roof and them feeling like they're being sold. On the build, leading up to it or the morning of, say, hey, I know it's crazy. I know it's loud. I just wanted to just remind you, I'm here to help. If there's anything I can do, if I need to move one of my cars, if the guys turn their music up once I'm driving away, like anything like that, please just let me know. I want to make sure this is as smooth for you as we can make it. I know that you didn't ask to get for your neighbor's roof to get replaced, but it also affects you. So I just want you to know, I'm here to help if there's anything that I can do that you can think of. So that kind of conversation really goes a long way. It builds trust, it builds kind of authority, and also you're kind of playing it cool. You're not asking them for a sale. You're not asking them to inspect the roof. Like, that actually matters. So develop those processes. Referrals. How are you generating referrals? There's a lot of things you can do to get people to post about you, get them to talk about you, promote your reviews. If you get a Google review, make sure you keep it on Facebook. Do something to where you have some organized and repeatable ways that you're getting business that are leveraged. So you're already there. You're already spending time. How can you integrate client acquisition strategies in there? And then the next step is, once you know these things work and you've actually done the same thing over and over again and it's working, not just like a variation of it, start getting it organized to where you can have someone on that you hire do it for you. That, I promise you, will be the best way, because right now, most likely, the reason that you're still at level one is because you're struggling to be consistent enough to get to level two, because you're wearing all the hats and you're exhausted and it's just hard. So that's absolutely one of the best ways to do it, is find what are some ways I can generate leads. How can I make sure these things are being done on a systematic, repeatable basis? How can I make it like a checklist, essentially? Like, this is my 5 things I do every appointment. These are the 5 things I do every build. This is the exact way that I ask for a referral every time. Even if it feels weird doing it the same way every time, have a way. And then once you can find whatever way is working, then you can hire a team member and they can start doing some of the sales for you, and you can begin working on the next thing. You can maybe just get double the output because you have 2 people doing it. Maybe hire a project manager. That's a huge time saver if you're out managing the projects, or just a runner even. Stuff like that will go a long way. But that is my big suggestion for going from level 1 to level 2. If you're at level 2 and you want to get to level 3, the big way is really working hard to develop your team. So this is it. It's building the process. It's making sure that you're expanding the team, potentially adding more fuel to the fire. But I would say you're probably only like firmly at a level 2 if your growth is more a result of like internal strategies and not like a marketing agency or buying leads or something like that. We need it to be something that doesn't just stop if you turn it off. It has to be something you control. Then at that point, you can pour fuel on the fire. But the big thing here is just team development. So build the team, continue training them, continue working on them. This is when ideally you go from owner-driven growth to team-driven growth. And once you can really solidify that, it's a good time to begin pushing and potentially going a little bit more intense on some of the other growth strategies that you can put out there. Hope that helps. See ya.